Well, Diddy has been found, innocent of the major charges, but found guilty over prostitution. So basically, he's been convicted of tricking. That's what I would say. He's been convicted of tricking. And his own lawyer said that he's the only man in America that's in jail right now for hiring male prostitutes.
Damn. The take they come and rub it on his nipple. That's
I've
all.
interviewed-
That's the only thing that sticks to me from that whole trial, man. I
Does it
pause.
stick to
I
you?
didn't mean that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Well, I've interviewed 5 of the male escorts. I'm like Thanos when it comes to male escorts right now.
Why?
What do you mean?
Like, why did you do like?
They started like falling in my lap. No Diddy. Like,
Damn, god damn, Vlad. Did
No,
you pay?
listen, 'cause
Did you pay at least? Or
I
they just
paid-
falling off for free?
I paid most of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I paid most of them. One of them didn't want any pay. But
Damn, he likes you. He just fell in your lap for free.
I don't think he liked me, but I think he understood that I would do the best job of telling the story on my platform based on my approach. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to put people's business out there, but yeah. 4 of them I paid, 1 of them I didn't pay. The Punisher was the first one.
That's crazy. This shit sound like a Boondock skit, man.
Doesn't it though?
Yes.
Do you know something? I don't know if you realize this or not, right? You know that people blame me for the ending of the Boondocks?
Why?
When Carl Jones was on my show, me and him had had this conversation for years. And when he was on my show, we actually talked about it, right? What had happened was when I was on the Boondocks, I forgot what season it was.
3.
3, okay. And the trailer was already out. So people were calling me about interviews. Complex called me, and I did an interview, and I had said some very general things like, oh yeah, the season's crazy. I didn't say anything specific at all. I was very careful about my wording. And what had happened was after that interview got posted, and it was a text interview, right? Aaron Magruder called up Carl Jones, who's the co-writer and the artist behind the Boondocks, and screamed at him over my interview. And they have never had that type of conflict before.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, everything broke apart. Now, the context of it is a little bit different because what had happened was there was this tension that was building because Carl was going out and doing like Freaknik and like the Freaknik animated stuff, and he was doing Black Dynamite and so forth. Wait, did he do Freaknik? No, he was doing Black Dynamite. I think he did Freaknik later on, but he was doing Black Dynamite. It was taking time away from doing the Boondocks, so Aaron was kind of getting really upset that he wasn't devoting all his time to the Boondocks. So this was just basically the trigger that caused the explosion. But we jokingly kind of said, oh yeah, Vlad is the reason why the Boondocks ended, which is not really the real reason. So I remember there was this panel that they did on the Boondocks, like 25th anniversary recently, and they asked me to send in a video of just talking about my experience, working on it. And I guess my video got aired. A bunch of people booed in the audience.
Hilarious.
That video kind of became viral.
I'm in the booth because I played Thugnificent in the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the booth recording Dick riding Obama, right? So I'm like, Dick riding for tomorrow, Dick riding for today. And I see one of the producers, Brian Cowan, is like, tell me to stop. And I'm like, what's up? And so he said, so I come out the booth and he's like, Aaron wants to talk to you, right? But he said, use the owner of the studio, use their office, and I'm like, oh, okay, that doesn't sound good, right? So, so I go upstairs and I get on the phone, and Aaron is just screaming, right? Like, and mind you, up to this point, he and I never had a beef. We never got into it about anything. Like, we were just always really cool. Never yelled, none of that. Like, So he's going off, and he's mad because of Vlad. He's mad because of Vlad. Because Vlad posted something about the episode he was in, that you were in.
Right. Okay. So after I did the voiceover,
Yeah.
and you guys are getting ready to release season 3, a trailer comes out, and I think I got to see an early cut
Yeah.
of the episode. Complex did an interview with me about that because, it was
Yeah.
clear that my face was out there and so forth. So I provided a very vanilla version of what happened without giving away any details or whatever else. But I guess Aaron was upset over what I had said about the episode.
Yeah. I mean,
But I didn't reveal anything, or there was no from my perspective, it was like, I don't understand what I did wrong here.
Well, see, so I'm going to tell you the rest of the story, and you'll see how you were basically you weren't the explosion, you were the fuse,
Okay.
right? So you weren't the reason why it all fell apart. But that was, I think, what gave Aaron a reason to open up about some more issues that he had, right? But so when that happened, I mean, you was all kind of motherfuckers too. But but what happened was I realized after that conversation, because I got so mad, like, because we was like screaming back and forth, and then, you know, I didn't even finish. I don't think I finished Dick Riding Obama. I think I left. I just got in the car. Pause, right? I think I left, got in the car, and I eventually, I think, finished it. And then all our conversations from that point on were not really that good. And what I realized later was he was actually more mad at the fact that I was doing a Black Dynamite pilot.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Aaron is my guy. Aaron is a really
I've
good...
never even met him. I've never talked to him.
Oh, no,
You got to introduce me one of these days.
Yeah, Aaron's a really good friend of mine. Really good creative partner. You know, he was the executive producer on both seasons of my last talk show on Comedy Central.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it was Aaron Magruder, Stephen Colbert was the executive producers of that show. But yeah, he's never brought that up to me, ever. But I'll tell you something, man. Aaron is a genius.
I've always thought that.
No, people, like, when you're talking about creative genius and people who have the kind of ideas and create the kind of content that literally could shift culture.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Magruder is absolutely one of those individuals. I mean, the Boondocks, you know, that was a moment in time for him.
It's my favorite show on television.
Yeah, that's something that he created. Those 3 seasons are some of the best TV you're ever going to watch. Not even just in animation, just in TV, period.
Yeah.
But if you ever sit down and have conversations with Aaron, man, and just the way he sees the world, I'll tell you this. Everything that's happened over the last 8-9 years, in politics in particular, Aaron has predicted.
100%.
Even down to the coup. And I remember having a conversation with him one time and just asking him, like, yo, why is it that people who do animation, like, you know, you think about The Simpsons, you think about the Boondocks, why are y'all able to predict what's happening? And, you know, he said a lot of things, but, you know, one thing that he said is a lot of it is rooted in satire. Like, you know, sometimes when you, and I'm paraphrasing what he said, but, you know, when you're a satirist, you kind of see the world for what it is, not how it appears to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, a lot of us are just dealing with the reality of what we see, you know, and how things appear to be, but not actually what the world is. And even if we do see what the world is, we don't feel free enough to say it or have the methods to, you know, express it. And they have the method through the cartoons and the animation, and being that it's a cartoon and not live action, you can kind of play with reality a little bit more and show people like, oh shoot, that is how folks act when it's a new chicken sandwich, you know, at Popeyes. Oh, that is how people act over their favorite celebrities, like a R. Kelly when he's on trial for some, you know, real heinous shit.
Yeah.
And so, man, he's brilliant beyond words. And man, I cannot wait until people see what else he is going to offer, you know, society.